Hey everybody, thanks for being here. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk about a concept that we'll put some clips in from our roll we did today. Call this concept getting up out of the pool from bottom. So let's say that Mike has me in side control. Yeah, the side control is fine. So the idea is this, right? So Mike, he's probably going to be trying to work, maybe say up towards my upper body, attacking me. So when I say coming up out of the pool, here's what I mean. I'll angle this way a little bit. So whenever you come out, so whenever you come up out of the pool, say there's a pool that you're here and you can get your upper body kind of lats engaged and just like lean on the top of the pool like this. That's what I want to do against my partner whenever they're trying to get on towards my head. So what I'm going to do is I want to get my lats kind of engaged here, like under here. Yeah, I'm pinching my elbows towards my body because my muscles are stronger whenever they're closer together. So the top of Mike's posture is the back, where his spine meets the back of his head. If I have this point, it's going to be very difficult for Mike to posture up. So even if I just have like my hand here and he tries to posture up, and my elbows connected to my ribs here, it's going to be difficult for him to posture up. He can probably still do it, but it's because all my weight is now on the back of his head and at the end of the lever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that principle, and I'm going to try and get, and he might even do this for me. Sometimes people do this for me, right? So he's trying to get this head, yeah, exactly. So all I have to think about is where the back of the lever is, and I'm just going to get my elbow on the spine side of that point with a little ridge, yeah, right there. So now I have that. Now, even if he has a really deep, he's right up against my neck on this side, but on this side, I'm going to start to pinch my elbow down towards my ribs and turn into him so that I'm engaging my lat. Now I'm kind of, again, it's like I'm coming up out of the pool. And this is a really strong position. I can just, now all my weight is on the back of Mike's neck, and he's going to have to work really hard to come towards me. Yeah, it's really difficult. And I can increase the leverage on the back of his head by extending my arm out this way. I have to be careful he doesn't use his arm to grab my arm that way. Yeah, he could maybe grab my arm, but even if he does that, I can still, it's not that big of a deal. But this is really strong. If I feel like I'm in danger of that, I can just have my hand just on his body. It's back here. There's not his. Can you reach my hand with any of your?
No shot.
Yeah.
There's what am I gonna do?
Right. If he tries to get my hand, then I'm free.
Yeah.
So if he wants to keep me here, he doesn't have a whole lot of options. And then this can set up things like your buggy choke. You turn into him, and you start to do things like that. But that's the general idea, is getting up out of the pool, and it works no matter where his arms are in configuration, as long as I have the back of his head. So even if he has both my arms up or anything like that, I'm still just getting my elbow over the top of the back of his head.
We'll clip in 10 instances of mount where I even have let's go mount.
Yeah.
I even have something to push off of to rein it up. So what I'm looking to do when I'm in this situation is I want to bring his arm up to his head, put him in a half T position, which will allow me to continue to climb the body, work towards the back, work towards an arm lock or a head and arm triangle. And you'll see several times in our rule where I'll be in a mount underneath here, right? Go ahead, put you up.
Yeah.
And I can't get him to half T, which that should be a pretty easy thing, because as opposed to side control, I have nothing to push off of. I am pushing, to drive up, I am pushing off of his hips, but the structural alignment with the lat and stuff makes that incredibly difficult, right? So even from side control, where this is harder for me because I have nothing to drive off of, so but even in mount, you'll see 10 or so unsuccessful attempts of me trying to drive the arm up.
Yeah, because whenever my elbow is behind the back of his head, he's neck cranking himself if you're driving into me harder. Yeah. So it's a pretty effective defense from the bottom, and give it a shot. See how it works out for you. Let us know in the comments what you think. Do the liking and the subscribing. Hit that bell. Thanks to Coach Mike for being here, and come down and train.
Yeah, dude, it's I'm actually glad that we did that video up there because I didn't understand how you were doing it. Now I feel like I'll be able to utilize it a little bit, right? That's why whenever I usually do it, it's a good thing where like I will highlight, like I'll make a gesture towards what we're talking about. But when I did the one where I reached back to your elbow and you're like, yeah, there. Like it worked out to be a gesture, but I was doing it for my own. I was like, the basics fun. I'm gonna place that thing. I'm like, what the fuck?